Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. This is the Discover 2.0 from my good friends at Kingbull. We're going to answer the question, can you ride smarter and commute happier? Yes, the Discover 2.0 has a 750 watt motor, 80 Newton meters of torque, a 60-mile range, and a 28 mile per hour top speed. So today we're going to take it out of the box, put it together, take it for a spin, and then we're going to grade this thing on fit, form, and function. Well, I told you, she was a big girl. Look at this thing. This is a beast, and I love it. Appropriate name, Kingbull. Yes, the Discover 2.0 with those gigantic 26 by 4-inch tires. I think that is so cool. And the color, I really like the color. It is beautiful. Okay, what you get in the box, you get one of the nicest toolkits I think I've ever received. That is a nice thing with a little pouch for it. You get your display manual, owner's manual, a sticker. This is a class 2, 750 watt motor, 20 mile per hour top speed. You get a pump for your tires right there. You do get side mirrors if you want to put them on the handlebars. You get your battery charger. You get a battery lock, which is really, really cool. And look at that. You actually get straps so you can go ahead and use your rear rack right there. Isn't that cool? I think that is really, really nice. So as far as the bike itself, best thing I think is a 2-year warranty. Absolutely. Then like I said, 750 watt motor, 80 Newton meters of torque. You get a 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery, good for a range of up to 60 miles. 28 is the top speed, so apparently you have to unlock it, which I hopefully will do and show you how to do it. The bike itself weighs 77 pounds. We have a torque sensor. I like the torque sensors. I really, really do. You have a cadence sensor or torque sensor. It seems like the most expensive, the more expensive, the better quality bikes have the torque sensor. 400-pound max load. The rear rack right here, it says, will carry 150 pounds. You have dual piston, hydraulic brakes. You have a front suspension right here with the sticker, the Kingbull OSD 26 front fork, which is nice. They are adjustable. You can lock them in place, or you can let them comfort the ride for you as well. And like I said, gigantic tires, white wall tires. I think they're cool. They really are. Okay, as far as putting it together, the only thing I was worried about, this one wire right here was really, really tight when I pulled it through, and no matter what you do, it's gonna be pulled tight. So I shifted this down a little bit just so it wouldn't pull out, okay? Other than that, you have your Shimano 7-speed system right here, hydraulic brakes, this is your throttle right here. You have your power button, light horn, plus and minus for the pedal assist. So here's what the instrument cluster looks like, your LCD screen, 2-color, super bright. The battery is almost fully charged, 0 miles so far, and I use this right here. We can go up and pedal assist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at that, perfect, perfect, perfect. I like it. And can I tell you about the color again? I love it. I love the fact that they hide the battery behind this that is color matched. I wish this, can you see this? I wish it closed a little tighter, not a big deal, but I love that, and you can charge it without having to remove it. Yes, this is going to be a lot of fun to ride. So I'm going to spend some time on it, then I'll come back and take you guys with me, and then we're going to wrap it up with a fit, form, and function analysis. It's a beautiful day for a bike ride. Any day is a beautiful day for a bike ride, even in the rain. And this is a good looking bike right here. And I think that these little straps, I left them on because they just add a little pizzazz. So if you want to put books back here, whatever you want, these little straps right here are going to be great for you. Okay. I think the seat might be a little tall for me. So let's just kind of move this down a little bit. There we go. Now it's not really a step through, it's kind of a step over. You got to swing your legs around, which isn't a problem, but it's not a bike for really short people, I would say. This is a bike for someone who's taller. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pedal assists. Let's just take her for a spin, see how she's doing. We'll do some gear changes right off the bat. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. This is a good looking little bike. That's gear 6. I think we're in gear 7 right now. Okay. So we'll get up here and we'll do a brake check. We'll hit the brakes hard. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's pretty good. See the front dive? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's come around here. Now, I did review another bike. It was similar to this, but that bike, it just kept wanting to turn, and I didn't like that about this. This bike it's a whole different feel. All right, this one will turn if you want it to, but it always seems like it wants to go back to the straight position, which would be like this, which is super comfortable. All right, Kingbull, here we go. Now, I do like the torque sensor. See, once you start pushing on the pedals, the sensor kicks in and helps you a little bit. Brakes are good. They really are. They're nice and quiet. This is where we test the suspension, and then we'll come back up Torque Hill. I've been on the bike for, 2.5 minutes maybe, and the saddle, I wish it had more cushion. There's just not a lot of foam or padding or anything under that saddle. I mean, it's pretty hard. But the suspension though, can you see the front suspension working? Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Of course, the tires are going to help also. These are big old tires. And I love the white lettering. I like the white stripe. Okay, that was good. That was good. Let me go into pedal assist 5. This is Torque Hill. How fast do we have to go to make a passing grade? 12 miles an hour. This is a 750 watt motor, 80 Newton meters of torque once again. We're going 17, but this is a big bike and big wheels, so we'll see how that affects everything. 16, 14, 8, 14, 5, 14 miles an hour. 13.7, you can hear a little bit of hum from the motor. This is 13, 12.9, 13, 13.1, so I'm going to say we're averaging around 13 miles an hour. Yeah, we're going 12.8. So she gets a passing grade. The Discover 2 gets a beautiful passing grade on this. Okay. This is a fun bike. It's now the cadence sensor is a different sensor. The cadence sensor is, as long as you're pedaling and pedaling with rhythm, I guess you could say, the bike is going to kick on the motor and help you out. The cadence sensor, it's going to wait until it feels you push down on the pedals, and then it kicks in. See, right now I'm pushing on the pedals and it's trying to kick in. Maybe it wants me to go into a different gear. Yeah, now that I'm in a different gear and it can feel me pushing more, the sensor's kicking in. So Yeah, the torque sensor is a completely different field than the cadence sensor. The pedals aren't hitting the ground like they do on other bikes. You're way up here though. This is a tall bike. A little bit of a hum that time. Okay, let's go back down into top gear. We're gonna see how we do for speed. This is my favorite part of the test. That was a rock I just ran over. Couldn't even feel it because of those gigantic tires. Okay, here we go. This is 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.4. And then went down to 29 again. I'm not pedaling, I'm just letting the bike do it all. Okay, now if I want to pedal, the sensor's going to kick in on me. Boy, these handlebars are wide. For some reason, I feel like my hands are far apart. It's a good looking dog. But the suspension is doing great. Now you can lock the suspension, you can adjust it a little bit. I can hear the hum of the tires. Oh, look at this already. This bike likes to stay upright, it really does, so that's good. Pedals are comfortable, they're big pedals, I can feel them on my feet. They're very big pedals. It's just the saddle. I wish the saddle was a little more. I wish the saddle was a little more padded. This would be a great bike if you want to go off-roading, if you want to go cruise your city. It'll let you work out if you want to. Reduce the pedal assist and just pedal. Get yourself in shape. Get that heart pumping. Get those knees and the ankle joints working. This is, see, look, it's very maneuverable. I like it. All right, let's take a break and let the bike do some work. Yeah, buddy. Okay. You got a horn. There you go. You've got a huge headlight right there. And these brakes, the tires don't lock up, but they certainly come to a stop very quickly, which is nice. They're fun to play with too. All right, here we go. Let's see how the bike does up this hill. This is pretty steep as well. You can see the battery usage. I've gone down one little click right there. If you're a tall person, this would be a perfect bike for you. The paint, I mean, it is just gorgeous. And like right here when they, make it all nice and smooth, you don't see the welds. It makes a huge difference. And I don't really seem to be pushing on these handlebars a lot. I mean, it's a really comfortable riding position, but these are wide handlebars. Now this is not full of features and everything. There's no turn signals, nothing like that. It's just like an old school Volvo. Solid construction. You get the basic necessities that you need. You got plastic, grips right here. Not a lot of design to the handlebar, but the paint and the frame is really, really nice. And it looks good. It's a good looking bike. Just take a look at her. Yeah, this is a big, beautiful bike. two very popular words these days here in the US. Big, beautiful. This is an electric bike, and I think the Kingbull company has done very, very good in putting these bikes together. It is made so well. This is a beautiful frame. No weld marks at all. The paint is gorgeous. You have the sticker right here, which is fantastic. Your charging point right there, which will go in. Love it, love it, love it. But let's go ahead and grade it on fit, form, and function. Fit, how it was packaged and what it was like to put together. No problems at all. It was actually pretty easy to put together. Everything went in nice and easy. It was very well protected. There's really no scratches. There's just very minimal damage because these bikes do come from China, so they do come a long way. This, remember, the fender had kind of fallen down in the packaging, so there's a little scuffing right here. Nothing major at all. Nothing really on the bike itself, so it's fine. I tell you what, I do love me the torque sensor right here. It is really, really nice. So for fit, we're going to give it an A. Form, oh, take a look. You got a gigantic headlight right here, okay? There are some things, there's some points here. If you want to put on a front basket, you can change. A lot of the bikes have features that, you know, you can kind of add and subtract just to kind of modernize it and personalize it. This one is just the same, so you can add baskets to it, all kinds of things. It's nice. It's a gorgeous bike. It's nice. The saddle looks good. It is vented right here. It's just not the softest. I mean, there's not a whole lot of give to it right here. And after just, 20 minutes or 30 minutes on it, it was, whew, I was ready to stand up and kind of stretch it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So for form, I really like it. I think it's really, really cool. We're going to give it an A. Function, yeah, it did good. I wish it had a little more power. 80 Newton meters of torque. It looks like it could handle way, way, way more. I mean, it is a big, big bike with gigantic tires. I wish it had more power. I wish it had a little more torque, and maybe a faster top speed. I know, I'm being very, very picky, but we're going to give it a B for function. Like I said, it's like a Volvo, an older Volvo, because it's just so well built. This is just a little bit loose right here, nothing major. Here you can see some weld seams right here, but everywhere else, they've ground it out. And it's a beautiful color. I like the white lettering on the tires. You got bike spokes right here. A really cool Kingbull sticker on your front fork. There is no rear suspension, but the bike, tires, and the wheels do help, all right? So I want to say thank you to Kingbull for sending this to me, and thank you for watching. If you are interested in one of these, they have them marked down. Usually they're just under $1,300. Right now they're just under $1,200, which is kind of an average price these days for an electric bike like this. This is larger in stature. I am 5'9", and for me to get on this, I got to swing my leg all the way over here, but I do fit. I think I look good on it too. I really do. It's a beautiful bike. Okay, so if you want some more information, all you have to do is go look in the description box below the video right here. Please check them out. We have a link there for you. If I can get a discount code, we'll have a discount code as well. But please, if you are considering an electric bike, take a look at the Discover 2.0 from Kingbull. It's a nice bike.